Good morning, everyone. My name is Amy Ferreira. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today's demo is going to be geared towards concrete and masonry projects. So there are a couple different territories on here. So we're going to be looking at projects in North Jersey, Lower Hudson, which is Orange, Rockland, and Westchester, as well as New York City. So I just want to give you a little bit of information about how we are getting our project information. So CIS is the only local lead service. So if you are using another service right now to find out about your projects, they are, nationally based, or, sometimes people are using the websites such as BidX and things like that. And just so that you know, those types of projects will only show up on BidX if the owner or engineer are posting their projects there. So for CIS, it does not matter where the projects are being posted, we're getting all of that information. We've been in business for 32 years. We have local reporters in all of our areas that are hunting down our project information. We still go through newspapers to get our bid information, because a lot of owners and engineers are still posting information that way. And our inside and outside reporters are constantly following up with owners and engineers to get our information. We go to bid openings to get our bid results for a lot of our projects. So that's an important piece of using a lead service, knowing how we're getting all of our information. So for today's demo, I have a few reports that I have already done, so that, for sake of time. So I'm going to start with the North Jersey concrete project report. So these are the public projects that we're looking at right now. And just quickly, I want to show you the words that I have listed in here for the projects that we're going to be looking for. So everybody can have their own reports created. So, this is really a preview to CIS. This is to show you, hey, this is what we do. These are the projects that we're going after. But, especially for concrete and masonry, you guys can do a lot of different things. Maybe some of you only do buildings, or some of you are working on, civil work. So a demo would be tailored to your specific company. But these are some of the words that we have in our project report right now. We've got concrete, masonry, and then, obviously a whole bunch of other words. So when we're looking at the projects, that's where we're going to be, they're going to be pulling from those words in there. So what we're showing in the North Jersey territory, that there are 127 projects currently out to bid. So the way that this report is set up is we're looking at projects that are bidding today, tomorrow, and so on. And I'm just going to, kind of scroll through the project so you can take a look at the titles. We've got pedestrian bridge replacement, pickleball court construction. There's going to be a lot of, roads renovations, interior alterations, and street improvements. Let's take a look at this one, ADA ramps from Maple Street in Andover. So this project is bidding tomorrow, but just to, give you, here's the format of all of our public bids. You've got your bid date and time up top, who the owner is, the design firm, the documents. Every project is going to be different. It depends on the owner, depends on the engineer. We're going to either give you a link that will take you to that information, or we're going to tell you where you need to get it from. So in this case, that's what we're letting you know, where you can get it. There's no charge for an electronic copy. Your bid guarantee, the notes section, bids will be opened and read in public. Some of them are still being held virtually. And then you've got your work included. So any of those keywords that we put in the report will be highlighted: concrete, curb, and it's really being specific. It's telling you, 4 inches thick of reinforced concrete sidewalk, 9 by 18 concrete vertical curb. And then if we click on view all, that gives you a little bit more information. That's telling you exactly what you need. Not only do you need concrete, you need flaggers, you need block curb removal, saw cutting. Owner won't release plan holders. As you all know out there, there are many owners that will not tell us who the plan holders are, even if we send a reporter physically to them to find out. And just to scroll down to give you some more information on what the projects are that are out there: brick masonry repairs, again, a lot of street projects, but building as well. So again, that's really what a specific demo would be for. so that we can narrow down for exactly what you're looking for. And then bid results. These are going to be projects that bid yesterday and prior to that. Let's see, here's a water main replacement in Belleville. Let's take a look at that one. So this is where we're really fast with our information. We actually also have real-time information right now. So projects that are bidding today, this morning, you're going to see them later on our website. I'll show you where we're keeping those projects. But this one bid yesterday at 11 o'clock, and you would have received these bid results last night. We send out a daily email every night so that you can be informed and get a heads up of what's happening for the next day, especially if you're in the field and you don't have time to go online. So in this case, we've got Revax Contracting was the low bid on the project, and here are the rest of the bidders as well. If you click on any of these contractors, and we'll just do Revax since they were the low bid, you're going to get to see their bid history. You're going to get to see a company profile about who they are, what they do, what categories they're listed in, their qualifications. Also, kind of more importantly, if you're looking at this, if you're a supplier, if you're a subcontractor, and even if you bid as prime, you can see what these contractors are doing, what they're holding plans on, what else are they getting ready to bid. In this case, they've got one project they're holding plans, they're potentially going to bid. They're low bids, showing you in the last 3 years how many projects they've been low bid on, 138. And if you click on any of them, it'll give you, the bid results showing you our contractors underbidding. Just gives you some insight to these companies. Their other bids, 603. So obviously they do a ton of bidding. They've bid well over 800 projects in the last 3 years. So that's pretty good information. Negotiated, this just means that they are the general contractor, that they are actually the general building contractor on this particular project. So if you want, you can keep track of contractors. You can click on this circle here. And now anytime that they pick up plans or place a bid, low or not, automatically it will let you know. So let's actually go back to the desktop and let's click on the next report, which is concrete projects in the lower Hudson Valley. So there are 37 projects currently out to bid. So same thing, just kind of, you can take a look and see where these projects are located, determine, if you wanted to focus on a certain area in, Orange, Rockland, or Westchester. What do we have here? Let's see this one. Here's a sidewalk improvement project in Port Chester. This project is bidding on October 6th at 3 o'clock. So here's, a good example of the documents. You can click on here to get them. They were available starting September 11th. There will not be a pre-bid meeting, but they're encouraging people to visit the site. And then also talking about the bid opening. Here's your work included. Here's a description. You have concrete, sidewalks, curbs. And then if you click on your quantities, it's telling you everything that's involved in this project. So the quantities our clients love because this is telling you what's happening with the project before you even have to pick up plans. And then here are your plan holders for this project. So these are all of the companies that have decided that, they're possibly interested in bidding it. And same thing that we did before with the other contractor. You can click on any of these companies and take a look at their bid history, track them, know exactly what it is that they are doing. And then if we go to bid results here, it's the same thing. It's just showing you in the last 30 days, how many projects have bid with those words. So we've got, 29. So this one from yesterday, and then here are some updated bid results as well. So, for time reasons, I'm not going to click on a bid result for every territory. I showed you the first one in North Jersey just to explain what that looks like. The next report we'll do is New York City. So there are 73 projects out to bid right now in the 5 boroughs. Let's see what we have here. So, it's going to be all of the major agencies. Even with the major agencies, you guys can also have separate reports if you wanted to. So I know a lot of people do SCA work or Parks and Rec or DDC. If you wanted to have those separately on your desktop to just be able to quickly go to them, you would be able to do that. A lot of New York City people like to be able to just quickly, have access to that. Let's take a look at this one. This one's bidding on September 28th, Bard College. This is an SCA project. This is going to show you same thing, exactly what's in here. So this is masonry in the title. Bid set is where you can get those. There's a mandatory pre-bid meeting on this one. That was August 1st. There's a PLA on this one. So for those of you that don't do union labor, you're not going to be able to get involved with this. There's a bid date change. There's an addendum. So all that information is going to be listed in the notes section. Here's your description. So this is giving us all those, there's brick, there's stone, there's pointing, all of that information. And then same thing with the plan holders, just being able to click on any of these companies. If you're a subcontractor or a supplier or an equipment company, you want to be able to reach out to these companies and let them know who you are and what you do. So any of these projects that you are interested in, you can track them. And that's important because now you don't have to waste time every day looking for updates on projects. Track it. It goes into a tracked folder. And anytime that we update something on the project, we will automatically let you know. You also can add your company as interested, as you can see DNS Restoration did. So the other CIS clients can see that you're interested, and if they're the GC, if they're one of the people that are listed or a GC on the project and they're looking for subs and suppliers and stuff, they can see who's interested. They can click on their company profile and they can, see what they do, who they can reach out to, and you can do the same thing. I'll just quickly show you. I'm interested. This is obviously, a fake company, and that's what it will look like. So really important that, that you do that to save yourself time. And then the same thing, the bid results. This is, let's see, how many have we had in the last 30 days? 44. So, you can go through this and take a look and see is there anything that you might have missed. Okay, back to the desktop. Another report that I have here is for our private work. So just to show you, we go to, just to explain how we get our private work, we actually go to the planning boards and the Department of Buildings and the City Planning Commission, right? All the same premise. If you're going to build a brand new building, you have to get approvals from those places first. So we are not a posting service. Our clients are not feeding us the projects. We are going directly to those sources, which is what we call the back door, to find out what's being built. Once we know what's being built, we are chasing and following those projects and following up with owners, developers, architects, engineers, and general contractors every step of the way until the project is completed. We put our private projects in 2 stages. So, and these are the stages right here: pre-planning, planning, and negotiated. So we are chasing commercial buildings that are 5,000 square feet and larger, and residential buildings that have 10 or more units or 3 stories and higher. So you get to pick and choose, where do you want to get involved? Do you want to get involved very early on with owners and developers and kind of build those relationships and get involved with maybe future projects, or are you looking to go straight to the GC? So pre-planning, super early, conceptual stage projects. It can be a town selling off a piece of property that they want redeveloped, and it can also be a public building that has to get private public approvals before it actually goes out to bid. So you can see there's, Department of Parks and Rec, here's residential. So it's going to be all of those things. And if, pre-planning and planning do not have a GC that's been awarded yet. If they have, then we will take it out of these stages and put it in negotiated. So again, you're typically dealing with, in pre-planning, like design firms, maybe even attorneys, because it's so early on. Planning is a little bit further along, but still a GC not awarded, and then negotiated, GC awarded. So let's go back to the desktop. I have just a project report for the negotiated tab again, which is GC awarded. So let's just click on this first one in Manhattan, just to give you an idea and explain how this works. So here's the name of the project. Here's exactly where it's located. So 501 9th Ave in Manhattan. Your owner developer, ZD Jasper Realty, they are also acting as the contractor. So sometimes you'll see that. They might be different, but a lot of times they are the same. You also have your design firm. Actually, the first thing I usually do is go right to the description to find out what they are building, to know if it's something that is a good fit for you. So cost estimate for all 3 buildings on the U-shaped development site is $200 million, and they're putting up a 12-story, 120-foot tall, 77,000 square foot mixed-use building. So 52,000 of resi, 3,400 of commercial, 833 community space. The building will be concrete based and contains 63 residential units and a cellar. So there's a lot of different pieces to this project. And then if we go to the planning notes, this is telling you exactly what's happening with this project. So as of September 12th, plans for a new mixed-use building are in development. New building permits have been approved, but not yet issued, and then telling you about the owner development, their construction loan. And this is a couple different stages. So we've actually referenced the other CIS projects that are related to this, and you can click on any of those and get to that information. So if this is a project that you wanted to get involved with, then this is the contractor that you're reaching out to, and you can do the same thing. Click on them, you can see if they have anything else that they're working on, so that if you're going to reach out about one project, you want to try to get involved with everything else that they have as well. Okay, so again, this is just a preview. There's a lot of different reports that we can create. We can create contractor reports. We can create owner reports. The daily email, this is what you would receive every single day. You can also receive the concrete reports or your specialty reports as well, so that you're only seeing what you want to see every day. But this is the daily email. So this is everything all together instead of it being separated. So you've got your pre-planning projects, you've got your planning projects, you've got your negotiated projects, GC awarded, all the private work, and then your public out to bid and your public bid results for the day. So you can choose to have both reports sent to you, one report sent to you, whatever it is that you want to do. This is our construction directory. So what we call search, this is how you can search for a specific project. Somebody tells you about something, you want to find it on our website, you can do that here. Less is more. It works like a Google search. So you don't want to put in a lot of different words. You want to kind of put in the unique words that you're using to look for a project. Subcontractors. So this is where GCs are constantly looking for subs, suppliers, and equipment companies. If you wanted to advertise your services, this is the best place to do it, because you're putting yourself in front of actively bidding contractors. So if I said in North Jersey, I am looking for concrete, I can just type that in. You might be listed under buildings, you might be listed under heavy highway. I can also put in the word masonry, and you can be listed under that as well. So let me go back to concrete buildings, and we've got 236 contractors. If you wanted to be the first company that gets listed, you could pay to advertise here. Again, you're putting yourself in front of actively bidding GCs, you're getting name recognition, and they're always using this directory to find what they need. Actually, the directory was actually started because our clients had asked us for it, out of frustration of only having a national database that people were using, or the yellow pages, things like that. This is going to be more targeted towards companies that are doing work in this specific area. And these companies here are advertising as well. This is going to be more of the suppliers and the equipment companies. Okay. So also the other thing I want to point out is our phone number is on every single page. We also have, free training that you can schedule, video tutorials. We have really great customer service. You would have one specific customer service rep for your territory. So just to kind of let you know about that. The tracking, this is where we're keeping all of our tracked projects. It tells you what stage they're in, pre-planning, out to bid, negotiated. When there's an update, there will be a flag. It'll let you know. You just click on it and find out what's been updated. There's a notes section that you can actually keep track of what you're doing for these specific projects. Same thing with contractors. You can see what it looks like when somebody has picked up plans or they've placed a bid. You just click on it and find out, go through each of those tabs and find out what they've done. Real-time project, as I said to you earlier, this is where we're keeping the project. So as we're entering bid results or projects for the day, as it's happening in real time, we're adding it right in here. We have a sub request page where GCs are posting projects because they need subs to reach out to them. We have a classified section where companies can add, help wanted if they're looking for specific types of employment. So just as a recap, CIS is the only local project lead service that are looking for projects in your backyard. Hopefully this is helpful to at least see what the type of projects that we're reporting on. But again, a one-on-one demo is what makes the most sense so that we can tailor it directly to your company. You can see that I have, if I stop sharing, my phone number, my email. So please reach out to me for a one-on-one demo. And so thank you so much for your time. I hope this was helpful and have a fabulous day. Thank you.